Alright guys, and welcome along to another episode here on the Super Series, playing on Thornton Farm, and we've got ourselves a bit of a situation, so we're going to be doing some night work, which is really cool, because all the lights light up in all the tractors. But the reason why we have to do some night work is because Seasons mod removes the worst swaths. The windrows? Yeah, just like MI used to do, all that time ago. But it causes a problem because I've just put a load on the ground intending to row it up in the morning. Well, just as a test, because I wasn't sure with the way seasons worked. I think there's 6 days per season. I wasn't sure how fast it'd get rid of it. Pretty fast. Too fast. So, we have had a couple of hours, give or take, of warm weather. I mean, it's still pretty warm now. It's 17 degrees. So, in theory, the moisture content will have gone down slightly, but not too much to turn it into hay. So it's not hayable, but it is salvageable. This is what I'm hoping. Now I have to remember where I parked this goddamn monster. There she is. I haven't picked her weight up. Might be a problem. I guess we'll find out. I do need to back onto this pretty well though. I'd say that's pretty well. Auto hold, there we go. Go to the lock, yes, have it. Oh yeah, and no hoses because it's DLC and sadly I can't put them on and Giants haven't. I'm guessing they would come down there and do something with that pad just there. Does it have anything on it? No, well, I'm guessing that's where they'd come from. Makes sense, wouldn't it? Next thing, I can't remember how to use this bloody thing again. Oh well. Yes, we're working in the night. Seasons mod as well, it doesn't get as dark as I had it on Goldcrest. I've tried doing the settings change I did before, didn't work. So I'm guessing it's controlled somewhere in Seasons. The thing is, when you're using mods off places like GitHub and stuff like that, stuff that's always in constant development, if you tweak it, every time a new version comes out, you've got to tweak it again. And depending on what you tweak, it might cause problems. In theory, if I can find the settings for this, it won't cause a problem. This causes a problem. The mud puddle here is huge. I actually beached the Valtra with the boas on the back. Check this out, it's ridiculous. Really? How the hell did you just do that? This might be too big. Holy crap. You know what, I think I might have to get rid of this and just get a normal windrow. It's just too big. Well, I can save this, can't I, for the other farm we work on. You can always try that Rocat. Is it a Rocat? Off Mod Hub. Where? Look at that one. I have tweaked the particles. Oh, there we go. Yep, she's losing traction. That's actually beached right now. That is insane. No farmer would have a hole that big. Right. Give me some settings. Get on up there. Go on. You got this. There we go. Right, back inside. It's meant to look at the state of the bloody thing now. It's mod, I'm telling you. It's kind of cool, but it's just bloody annoying at the same time. Right, you get up. Not enough power for the PTO. What? All it's doing is unfolding. Are you serious? What the? Oh, she is lowered. Up we go. There we go, dear. Right, I need to F1 menu this and figure it out again, don't I? You're not going to tell me, are you? Oh, you suck. No, it's not going to tell me. So... Right. External view. There's the belts. There's the belts. Right, we're going over to the left. Is it? Yes, it is. It's not the ones I thought it was. Right, so it's left, middle, right. What's that? HUD header. I think I'm just going to drop them down the middle. I think. Make life a bit easier. You know? Right, let's just roll it back a little bit more. What do you think? B range? B range might be a good range for this, so we can try C. We'll go for C. See what that does. 51 mile an hour is not good. I have put it back a mile an hour as well. I remember the edit I made up there. 5.9 is all we get out of the C range. Should give us a power then, shouldn't it? Keep it at 6. Should be good. Correct? Correct. Yes. Praise. She's on the ground. She's doing her job. We're doing ours. Working in the dark. Yeah, pretty dark. Can you? Is it 5 and 6? Yep. 5 and 6 on the numpad for work lights. That's cool. They don't seem to reach very far though, do they? What's high beam? Oh, there is a button for it, I just can't remember. What is it? Is it control and F? It might be control. Auto lock, thank you. You get off the ground for a minute. That doesn't seem to be doing anything, does it? That was the wrong button. Nope. That did. It is, it's control and F. Yeah. There we go. Right, it's a 5. 6, it just lowered it. You son of a... Okay, that was a fail. Apparently we're not allowed that many lights on screen. You are on the ground, are you? Yes. Now this should leave us with a nice windrow, but we're not going to see until we get this first pass done. Minor problem. And this is also bigger than 3, isn't it? I think this does 4. Oh, what's the mowers? I think the mowers are 9, this is 12. I can't remember. Shaking my head. I think it does follow you, doesn't it? Again, can't remember. You don't own this field. What? I'm windrowing. Get stuffed. I'll have you know I do. I am well off the actual field here though. It's over there somewhere. It does give a good verge again. Obviously we're grassing. It's hard to tell where the verge is when you're in camp. Especially when it gets dark. Ah, I've missed the fast track. I've put a lot of effort into converting this and getting it the way I like it. So yeah, this is mine. I mean, I've had fun in that day and I've had fun in the Valtra, but I feel like I'm home now. This is the one. Oh, the last dregs of sunlight. I had it all planned out, didn't I? It was going to work so well. And something just reminded me in my head about the swaths. So I fast forwarded the game and I didn't save it. Thank God I didn't save it. The swaths just disappeared. Which is, I don't know, I expected it to take longer, to be honest. Having 6 days per season, I thought that would take a bit longer. But I don't entirely know how the swath works in 15, but I know previously it used to have levels, didn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think 4 was its maximum. So every time it changed a day, soil mod was the only one that did it. I don't think, did MR? No, we had soil mod in 13 as well, didn't we? Yes, we did. I'm not sure if MR did it or just soil mod, one of them did. But yeah, he just used to drop it a level. So it'd go from 4 to 3 to 2 to 1 to gone. Cleaned up kind of thing. Now, the way it works in 17 here, it's basically just dumping stuff on the ground, so maybe you can have a little bit more fine tuning with that. It's definitely something to mention, because it would be nice if it hung around a bit longer. You could play the game more realistic, which is what Seasons mod's all about. So we've got a bit of feedback there. Yeah, as I was saying, I'll have to do some studying there and figure out if someone's mentioned it before or what the crack is with it. But so far, the very little I've done, I'm liking it. I do like that feature, that it does fade it out. It is cool. The map cleans itself. Something Giants have never done, which is weird. You always used to just have bits of straw left at the side of the field that you couldn't be asked going to bale or miss with a rake or something, and it would hang around forever until you moved it, and it just annoyed you. It was not great. So having the function is fantastic. Maybe we can tweak it. That would be even cooler. I'd love to just play the game and stop modding for a bit, but there's always something to tweak. Always something. I just can't help myself. It's a sickness. It's as bad as my smoking. I'm addicted. And I am thinking about having a play with some MR stuff as well. With the older gear, we've got nothing to do at the minute. Where we are, I'm not doing winter crops with the old stuff, so all I've got to do is plant fields, and I don't want to rip the field up for soil erosion over the winter if I'm not going to put anything down on it. I've got a 1/4 divider. I might even put some hedges in here as well. So there is going to be no old stuff at the minute because there's nothing to do. I was going to play about with the pigs, but MR has been released and it doesn't work. One mod so far, the gearbox mod, and I'm in love with that, and MR doesn't work with it. Now MR itself does, I believe the gearbox mod was an addition to MR. It sort of expanded on it back in 13. Now with MR not being around for 15 and only just coming out for 17, Mowgli, I believe the author's name is, has made it stand alone, which is very, very cool. Just looking at the sunset as the light fades. Yeah, but now obviously it's not compatible anymore with MR because the bits that it built onto from MR, it needed to add it to itself. So it does those bits now, so it can stand alone. Now MR's back, it may get modified to work with it again, which would be very cool. But it'll be a shame for people who don't use MR. Why you wouldn't is beyond me. The thing that really got me about MR, beyond the way the tractors performed and everything else, was the way they moved. When you hit the brake, the vehicle rolled forwards, nosedived a bit. When you accelerated, it reared up a bit. It's one of the reasons I enjoyed playing in third camera so much, because you could really see the vehicles move. Obviously, without it being there in 15, that little bit of eye candy wasn't there, and it's helped me progress on to where I am now, doing all my stuff in camera. But now it's back. I really want to use it, get a feel for it again, see where it's at, and find out what it does and does not work with. Now, I do reckon it should work with Seasons mod quite happily. Whether it does or not, it needs testing. I know it doesn't work with the gearbox mod. The gearbox mod's staying. I have bought this shifter specifically to work with the gearbox mod. That gearbox mod's going nowhere. Right, what do I need to do here? I'm going to have to get back onto this one out. I think I've got this right. I might have jumped off too early. The reason I'm saying that is because at this particular part, I know I overlapped back onto the headlands. I just don't know where I did. I think it was back there. I think. But yeah, for this week's weekend videos, at least, I am going to be playing MR somewhere. We're going to go and have a look at another farm. I might just... You know what, I might just run a second series, just a little MR series for a bit. Rather than trying to build it into the story. We'll just go have some fun. Play with the MR stuff. Where are you, windrows? There. Got him. And down you go. Am I in the right place? Yeah, I am. Good. Oh, I can't wait to get some fertiliser on these grass fields. Get this swath out the ground a bit. It's so hard to see. And I think after the one day as well, I'm not sure if the grass grew or the swaths just disintegrated. Useless, I couldn't see them at all. Using the player camera mod, you have to get right up in the air. The foliage disappears and it just works on the distance stuff. You could see them then. Just. This field was better than the other one. Where are we now? This is 14, the other one's 11. The centre line on 11, the one that the middle mower had done, was pretty prominent. Compared to the other two, they were sketchy as hell. They just weren't there most of the time. It really nuked them. I need to fill a pit. And that's something I don't know. Is there a minimum that you have to actually fill the pit with as well? I know there used to be. I don't know about now. Is this catching the windrows? No, I don't think it is. Awesome. Get over that one. There we go. We're in. Yeah, I don't know if there's still the minimum that you have to hit, sort of the fill level for the pit before you can cover it. If there's a minimum, having a really crap yield is going to screw me over again. Because it's just not going to be there. I'm not sure if the grass grew or not. If the grass had grown, I could have obviously mowed it again for crap yield. But why mow it again? No. I may as well just do the night shift. Put in the hours. Am I on the middle one? Or is that the middle one? I have no idea. I think that's the middle one, isn't it? Because we should be closer to that. Nah, this is the right one. We're in the right place. It'll do. I'm not leaving now anyway. Right, you're going to go over there. You're going to be a problem. Into the air you go. Spin. Don't look. Where are we? There. There. Oops. Put it down a sliver too early. Ah well. It'd be right. So I could definitely get used to this night shift though. I just need to make this darker. I was pretty happy with the darkness I had on Goldcrest. Oh, I am definitely screwing this up. There is a windrow there. I am not in the middle one. That's the middle one. Ah, crap. Which means this has missed some. Oh, gutted. I'm pretty sure it does all its calculations at midnight, so come midnight these have to be rowed up and collected, in fact. Oh dear. Well, fun never ends, does it? Alright, we're in the edge. Sweet. This could get fun. That was too early, wasn't it? Oh well. Well, this isn't going to be too bad. Not going to be too bad at all. Right guys, I'm going to call this one there. We will see you all next time. I'm going to brick up the forage wagon. See how late into the night we're going to have to run. It's going to get silly. But at least we're going to have some silage for the cows. We've got to get the cattle sorted out. Like I say, pigs, I'm not worried about the pigs. I've sold them all at the minute. I can buy new in the spring if I need to. Minor problem. But yeah, we'll get this done. We'll get the cows sorted out. Forage wagon, we've got to get some bales brought over. Well, we've got to get all the bales cleared out of Goldcrest. So we'll get them brought over. I've got the shed marked out for them. I know where they're going. And then we can get the cows over and increase the herd. Was it 50 to start off with, isn't it? Yeah, it'll do. Oop. I need some sidelights. Oh wait, are we in the right place? Just about. Took it down there. Champion. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this bit of a night work. We'll continue it next episode. So this has to get done. So we'll see you then. Bye guys.